My loves, I'm Ellie Frost. Thank you so much for being on this channel where we are talking about the multi-dimensional approach to rapidly and radically healing and transforming during and after narcissistic abuse. And before I get into the antidote to narcissistic abuse, I want to remind you that I announced yesterday that if you buy Sovereign by the end of the month, you'll get a complimentary 90-minute session with me, a trauma release session, which is worth over half the price of the course in itself, right? So I'm doing offers every month to just stay exciting really, and to get people in the course because it's such a great community and program, right? Sovereign is my healing from narcissistic abuse recovery program, but it's more than that. It's a personal development course in coming into yourself, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. The antidote to narcissistic abuse is a number of things. One is a strong self-concept that no one can erode, right? Most of us at school weren't taught emotional intelligence. We weren't taught confidence. We weren't taught who we are, or to even know how to figure out who we are. So we live in this human reaction to everything around us, right? We become basically reactive to what's around us rather than centered in who we are and what we want and need. So a strong self-concept, but also the ability to source what we want and need ourselves, right? So if I'm my own source of love, validation, support, security, survival on the planet, then what anyone else gives me is a bonus, right? But when we're missing that, when we're looking outside of ourselves for love, support, validation, security, survival, which is normal, like we're born codependent for a reason. But when we don't learn how to self-source later in life, we are more easily attacked by these predators. Narcissists are predators, and they'll target anyone that they can actually source supply from. I've talked about that many times. They're absolute predators, and it's not your fault that you haven't got such a strong sense of self-concept. It's not your fault that you haven't got the ability to source everything for yourself yet. It's not your fault that you then get targeted by a narcissist. Many people on the planet do not have emotional intelligence skills, get communication skills for talking to people in relationships about what they want and need, and they don't get targeted by narcissists. So it's definitely not your fault. But in order to be resilient, right, we've got to have a strong self-concept. We've got to be able to source for ourselves. This is what I teach in Sovereign. We've got to be self-partnered, which is like our own best friend. It's like self-parenting, really. I teach this in Sovereign. The 3 S's are self-focus. So we're actually focused on ourselves, our own evolution, our own growth. We've got to have enough space to do that, to know who we are, what we want and need, and to know how to get it, right? Self-partner, which is like being our own best friend. It's really having our own back. And self-sourcing, which is being our own source of validation, love, security, survival, support on the planet. So in these relationships, what happens is our self-concept is severely eroded to the point where we don't know who we are anymore. We may never fully know who we are, because who we are changes and grows and evolves with us as well, right? So it's a journey. But being sovereign means I'm a sovereign source of self. I know that I can meet my own needs in the world. I'm not going to attach to unhealthy others to give me something that I can't get for myself, right? I'm already following my dreams. If they come on board, it's a bonus. It's an addition. It's not something that I'm in deficit on, right? So after these cycles, the antidote is sovereignty. It's coming into ourselves, knowing our values, knowing what's important to us, being on a journey of self-discovery, really, so that we meet our own needs. It does not mean we live in isolation. It just means that I'm not missing something that I'm looking for you to fill, right? So it's like breaking codependency. I'm already able to fulfill myself. If you add happiness, that's an addition. If you add security, that's an addition. But I'm secure by myself, because of course the narcissist relationship is full of traps. They will try and bind you and tether you to them non-stop. And the other piece of this is energy, is having a very strong energetic field, which is what I teach in Sovereign as well, with energy activations and clearings, so that you can't be infiltrated psychically, right? So that your energy field is strong, so that you are going around the world safe, protected, and with a very, very resilient energy field. There's no leaks in it, there's no holes in it that they can infiltrate, right? And when you feel something coming into your energy field that's unwanted, you say no consent and you get rid of it, right? Which is a big part of what I teach, is the energy side of this. So coming into sovereignty, coming into ourselves, being our own best friend, being our own mama, papa bear, having our own back, not being hard on ourselves, not beating ourselves up, not people pleasing, not being scared of being alone if we have to, for a period of healing, right, in this journey, while we are reclaiming our true selves, reclaiming our true lives. Because most of us are taught to avoid our fears rather than follow our dreams, right? Please listen to this. We're taught to avoid our fears rather than follow our dreams. And what I teach people how to do is follow their dreams, right? And you can only follow your dreams when you're being your true self, because it's only when you're being authentic that you can really hear that intuition of what your dreams really are, what your desires really are. And you stop being a human reaction to everyone and everything around you, and you start taking charge of your life sovereignly, like as what you want to create in it. That's what I teach. So if you want to join Sovereign this month, you will get a free 90-minute session with me. I've only just announced that, but I'm excited to meet more of you guys. Please keep liking, subscribing and sharing. Thank you for being here. I love and appreciate you so much. Lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon.